Hi, Rachel.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Well, I'll explain to everybody while we're doing this Zoom interview because Smart Diane did your exit interview a couple of days ago and forgot to hit record when I was interviewing you. So you're kind enough to do a Zoom one with us, which actually may be better because now you've had a couple of days to be home and sort of reacclimate. So maybe we get a little bit different
Yeah,
perspective.
back in reality
Yeah.
with all
All right. Well,
the heavy stuff.
I'm going to ask the questions, but feel free to, fill in, and especially now that you're home. So, what led you to seek Ibogaine treatment?
So I came for PTSD and trauma.
Okay. Did ha, had you sought out any other treatment prior to coming?
So I've done traditional therapy, talk therapy for many years, off and on. Um, hasn't always worked for me. Um, I've done other therapies before I found Ibogaine. I was looking into the microdosing. And,
Hmm.
um, everybody that I talk to, like the therapists and stuff, they're like, it's just going to be a band aid for you, for me. Um,
Sure.
and then Ibogaine came up. A friend of mine had told me about it. My mother, um, who is quite conservative on some of these kind of treatments, she was just a little, just knew that I needed something different and maybe unconventional in traditional medicine or whatever. And so she had heard about it, and so that was like a second person that said it. And then whenever some of my friends that I talked to had talked to other doctors, they're like, oh, she can do that, that's just it's a one and done treatment, and it's the best thing that she'd be able to do.
Hmm. And so you did.
So I did. Yeah. I started my search and looked at a couple of places and like nixed them right off the bat, didn't even call. Um, I liked y'all's website, and then I called, talked to you, and just felt like that my search was over and this was the place to go. And just was full, full force, like this is what I'm doing, and it's going to be a
Yeah.
a good journey.
And you came here and we did all your lab work, your EKG, everything day one. Day two was the treatment. And the next day, whatever, we'll let you share because my next question is, can you describe what your Ibogaine experience was like?
Okay. So
Well, let me interrupt you a minute. Maybe you could share with everyone about your word as well, like your word.
my word. Okay.
Yeah.
So for several years now, I've always just said, when something happens, I can't control it. I just say it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. Just learn to react differently to it. So I've always said that. And then several weeks before I came down, the the phrase "this is it" kept just ringing in my head. It is
Uh-huh.
what it is. This is it. And um, and then later it just became it. Like
Hmm.
it can be anything. It, trying to think of some of the other things. I mean, it is just it. Like what is it?
You
So
kept telling me it is what it is.
yeah,
Yeah,
what it is, it just
right,
is.
right. So what happened in your journey?
So whenever I first started off, like I was standing in front of a big it sign. It was like bigger than me. and it was just the word it, and it kind of had a shadow behind it, and then it had a period behind it. Like that was just it. That was the sentence. And something said, okay, let's go. And so like down into the rabbit hole I went, into the period, um, and kind of just fell down a hole like Alice in Wonderland. This is how it's gonna start. Okay. So the next thing I remember, then I just kind of started seeing visions. Um, people in my life, people who's passed on. Um, some people I didn't even know. I don't know
Yeah,
why they. And then there
yeah.
was some that I saw, and I was like, nope, you're not in this.
Get out.
Go. And maybe I should have addressed some of that stuff, but I feel like I already addressed it. So
Yeah, yeah. You mean some of the negative, some of the trauma stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Some of the people that caused some of the trauma stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, got that one. Did you notice any immediate changes after the Ibogaine treatment?
Um, yes, because I had received some calls whenever I got my phone back, uh, which is a good thing. That I didn't have it.
Yeah,
So I had gotten some phone calls that were, used to would have just kind of shattered my world. And like I told him, I didn't get bothered by it. I was just like, sounds like a you problem. I don't know
that should be your new word. You
you.
instead of it. Yeah, you. It's on you. Period.
Yeah,
Mm,
it.
yeah,
Yeah. So I noticed a difference then, and I had already kind of started handling things a little bit different. I had removed myself from a lot of the drama and stuff like that
yeah,
beforehand. But the ibogaine just really helped me get over that hump and
yeah,
and ready to move forward. Like it just like a new, like I look at things with a new pair of eyes.
yeah. So you left here on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. You went back to reality. How was it?
Um, some things that came up that normally would have triggered anxiety, anger, and I just kind of put up new little boundaries and like we're not talking about that, or I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
um, so whether or not you want to say I checked out, or I just removed myself,
Yeah,
even though I may not have been physically, but mentally I just removed it.
yeah. You're not putting any emotional attachment towards certain things. Sounds
No,
like.
and I did kind of feel like I, I wasn't prepared for them,
Mm-hmm.
because I came from such a positive environment, and then you're thrusted back into realities, and I don't have all those walls that I had.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh.
so I was
What
about that, but I mean, honestly, I've just put up my boundaries and said I'm not doing this, and I'm not engaging in it. So,
And also, I think it's great to talk to someone that actually has left and for people to see. I say to people, this is not a magic pill. This is not a cure for anything. It is a phenomenal tool to maybe get answers, to maybe make peace with things, to let go of things. But there does have to be some work on the individual's end going home to honor what ibogaine has shown you and figure out you're going to create these new neural pathways, new thinking patterns to do things maybe a little differently.
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah, I still have a lot of work moving forward, um, but I don't feel hopeless, and that was
And
where,
you did coming in.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. What advice would you give someone considering ibogaine treatment?
Um, well, definitely go into it with an open mind, um, not blocked. Um, I mean, if you feel like it's, just listen to your heart, and
Yeah.
if it's something that you should do. I mean, I 100% would recommend it. I don't know that it's for everybody, just given that not everyone can handle, um, different.
Yeah. Well,
You
I also,
have to give up control.
correct.
Yeah,
It's a, it's a
everybody.
very intentional treatment. And it's got to be something you want for yourself more than like somebody else wants it for you. Because as you know, it was tough. It wasn't easy.
It was not.
No,
It
no.
wasn't. But once I got over my gray day, it was it was like a vacation.
Yeah. And that's the goal, is to help people that come in feeling sad or broken, feeling like maybe they left like they had a little vacation and they feel like all the baggage that they packed and carried, uh, literally and not literally, is lighter, that they leave with less baggage.
I definitely left with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had, any craving for anything unhealthy. Um, Maybe there was some things that came up just because it was like part of my routine. I was like, oh, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't mind, I'm probably gonna, when we do this, have her uh put in your before and after pictures, because although you're beautiful anyway, your before picture, you looked like a deer in the headlights. Like it was unbelievable. As pretty makeup, everything as you are, you looked so much lighter and calmer 7 days later.
so seeing that photo really kind of impacted me because I thought I was happy or happy, a lot happier. And I was, but I didn't realize that I wore it on my face like that or wore it in my eyes.
Yeah, yeah, you did.
So, and
Well,
I know like great in here, but
oh, the
uh,
color of your eye. Well, we'll use your before and after, because it's incredible. And I have the picture from when we videoed outside. The problem is it's only 3 seconds, but you still look beautiful. It's just that there was I didn't know that I didn't even know there was going to be a tremendous change in how you looked, because you came in made up and you are beautiful. And then I'm like, I don't know, there's probably not going to be much of a difference. And then we take the after picture and it's like, wow, wow.
yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that I looked like that.
Well,
Honestly, I guess
and
when
you
I
don't realize.
myself every day, then, but I don't stare at my eyes or either. But
But you also, I think we don't realize everything we're carrying, and we hold on to so much stuff subconsciously as well. And we wear it on our sleeve or we wear it on our face and we don't even realize how heavy it is until such time that it isn't anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I had an appointment today, and I showed my friend my before and after picture, and she had made the comment that she had seen me in the past, even before the the final thing that just kind of broke me. Several years ago, she was like, you would come in, and I could see it in your eyes
Oh.
how sad you were.
And does she think you look great now?
Person, and you're outgoing, and you laugh and you joke, and she's like, you even make jokes about the bad things going on in your life, but she's like, you're always sad.
Yeah, you could see it in your face. Yeah. Well, life's about to change, or already has.
Whatever it is,
Right. Whatever it is,
it is.
period.
This is it.
That's it. All right, honey. Well, I think you look great. I'm glad that we're staying in touch. We're here if you need anything. And I'm sorry about the first video, but I'm glad that we got to do this. And I'm glad I actually got to see you and talk to you a couple of days later.
Yeah, no, I think the first interview was, good, but I do think that doing the interview today or after I've been home and kind of dealt with a little bit of life um, and other people have seen me and they can see a difference too.
That's
My kids
great.
are happy. They're like, "Can we go do the treatment?"
Oh, well, come on down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right,
so,
sweetie. We'll be in touch. We'll talk soon, but I love you. Thank you for doing this. And if you need anything, you call.
all right. Thank you. I love y'all.
Love you too. Bye bye.